All right, so we're winding this down about getting started with open source. Now, getting started, it takes some work, and you gotta make sure you're tooling, you gotta make sure you find the repo you wanna contribute to. But a lot of folks are always looking for that good first issue. Good first issue is a really good way to start the process of contributing to open source. And there are other tools like goodfirstissues.dev, firstpr.me, and countless other tools to get you involved in open source. But my secret sauce for getting involved in open source is not look for the good first issue, but create the good first issue. And the reason I say that is because the best good first issue is the one you open. Now, first step for any sort of open source contribution is clone the repo, install it locally, see if it runs. If you can't get it installed locally on your machine, it's not your fault. It's because there's no documentation. So your good first issue is setting up what is the install guide? How do you run the command locally? What are the sort of, if you have a Linux machine and Ubuntu on an old laptop or you're running on some PyData machine, like document that. If there's a developer experience that's not really scoped within the documentation, it's because it's a small team. It's because it's an up and coming growth project. And it's your opportunity to shine and show, hey, I can solve this because I have the machine that's broken on. So there's an opportunity for mentorship by reaching out and saying, hey, this is my setup. This is my operating system. It's not working. What can we do to get it solved? And a lot of times, most maintainers will love that sort of experience because one, it shows you're actually using the project. They have users, and most people put their code on GitHub, have no users, no stars, nothing. And you already shown, hey, I'm using this thing. I want to get involved. So try out the project, install it, and then as you use the project, don't just skate over any bugs, document it. Outline those bugs and make those your good first issues. Ideally, if you open the good first issues and the legitimate bugs, people that are contributing will unblock you and show you exactly what code to write. And I have a whole mantra about good first issues, and for a whole blog post on the OpenSauced blog, definitely check that out. So if you are a maintainer, you watch this whole video and you're gonna ship this over to your contributors in your community, highly recommend sit down, take the time, and write the answer in the good first issue. And if you don't have it, somebody else in the contributor in the community does have it, or Stack Overflow has it. Always make sure you close the loop, so that way, in reality, good first issues is the on-ramp to grow the community. It's a marketing funnel. I know marketing is not a thing that most developers want to hear, but this video is marketing. And I'm marketing you to check out good first issues that you can create. So if you don't know what project to step into, we talked about growth stage projects, connect your GitHub directly to OpenSauced. We'll recommend projects to you. And with that, stay saucy and enjoy your career in open source.